guys, Squesse here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've done a video, but I have one here for you now, and it's gonna be a fun one. I'm going to be painting on book covers, like the title implies, and yeah, we'll just go through that shenanigans together. So the first important step is obviously to pick out the book you want. First up is Treasure Island. Nope. Next up, Sign of the Beaver, a personal favorite, but also no, the Titanic. Now this is my predetermined canvas for the video, but we're just gonna pretend that I'm picking a random one. Oh, I picked the Titanic. Okay, let's go here. The cover's a dark navy blue and it has the fading words of the Titanic and the author, and it also has some words on the side, but I'm ready to spice it up. So I'm getting my paint out, and honestly, I'm not too confident at this point because I have not done acrylic for a while. Just hold on a minute while I clean up my box. Anyway, I haven't done acrylic for a while, and I haven't really kept up my paint, so I don't have that much. Point made. Anyway guys, at this point, I'm not sure quite what I'm doing. I'm just kind of mixing colors. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm really insecure about this paint right now, and I think everything that I'm mixing looks really awful and just gross, and I really like the original navy better. And so I'm about to do it, but I can't do it. I just can't. And at this point, everything just felt so wrong, so I decided to fall back on an old standby. My Posca pens. These I knew, and I knew how to use them, and I knew they would work, so out goes that paint. Don't need that anymore, and I'm just going to start right in with the Posca pens. And I felt a lot more at ease with what I was doing, but I still didn't have a shape of what I was doing in my mind, if you know what I mean. And the Posca pen was just going on really weirdly onto this textured book. Maybe I was trying to scribble too fast. It was just doing some weird things, and I was getting a little bit more insecure about this work and wondering, you know, maybe I've just wrecked this really old, nice book by just kind of scribbling all over it. But I persisted and I kept going, which is the key to this video. So keep watching. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I'm going for a definitely more abstract style. I've seen this before when you kind of blend two colors together really chunkily, if you know what I mean, just using wide dabs of color. And if you looked far away, it kind of blends in, but close up, it's a little more abstract. It's certainly a very kind of whimsical style, and I just decided to try it this once, just because Posca pens, you can't really do detailed or realistic art. It kind of has to be whimsical and light and chunky. So I'm clipping along at a fairly good rate. I got a general idea of what's going on in my head, but then I came to a block, and that was the ocean, and I did not know what color to use. You know, like dark blue like the sky, or black like some of the sky. I just didn't know, so I just skipped on over to the boat, and we're just gonna worry about that water later. The boat is obviously gonna be black, and I was using some reference images, and then there's a red along the bottom and some whitish gray along the top. This is just a very cartoonized version of the Titanic, you notice, and if it looks like a very odd boat, this is just because it's the very beginning of the boat. I know it doesn't look very Titanic-y because you don't see the big steam pillars, but this is what was kind of at the front of the boat, actually. So I'm going to work on the back cover, too, and you'll see more bits that are associated with the Titanic, and therefore will look more Titanic-y. Sorry about that. That was kind of a long explanation. Just bear with me. Hello again, people! This is day 2 of our project. Going good, still going strong. Just have to say sorry about that, guys. I didn't notice it at the beginning. Don't worry, I'll fix it later. Just bear with me. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep on pushing through this project, though I'm still at that conundrum about the water. And honestly, the book cover itself is looking really good as the water, so you'll see how I jump that hurdle later on, but I'm pretty proud of myself. Anyway, here I am doing the Iceberg. This was a little bit of a problem part of the picture just because I put so many layers on, and for some reason the paint kept like scraping off when you try to do another layer. Let me just tell you, I did a lot of layers on this iceberg. Okay, so here I start to tackle the problem called water, and my solution was just try to keep the background the main color of the water and just add highlights and shadows to it. And oh my goodness, guys, let me just tell you, this worked so well, and I'm just so proud of how it turned out. Please like it because I love it. And then I realized since the moon was shining from kind of beside the boat, the other side would be really black in the water, so I added a lot of black shadow there, and I just love the effect. Okay, so I'm starting to put in the highlights, and I notice they're starting to look a bit thick, and I'm a bit scared that I'm starting to mess it up, so I'm trying to blend it with the dark blue, and I think that really worked, and it just brought out some darker highlights, if you know what I mean. I don't know if you guys have noticed, or maybe you're so enraptured with the content that you just don't notice anything else, but this video is getting really long, so I'm just speeding it up by not showing you guys doing the background of the back cover. And I'm just going to show you a few close-up shots here, but I'm not going to go into detail about the details. Get it? Haha. I just figured you guys didn't want to see many minutes of me just, doing this, because this actually took a long time. I'm trying to speed it up here for you. Wabang! There we go. The back cover is full of detail, and I'm just sketching out the boat shape. You might not be able to see it very well, but it's there, and we're going to be painting on the boat pretty soon. So I don't know if you noticed, the Titanic sketch is here, so you can see it, helpful arrow. But I'm just going to be starting in with my black Posca pen, but I didn't mention this earlier, but this thing is running out. My goodness, I had enough ink to write this nice little message. Lovely, isn't it? I'm completely out of ink, so I came back to what I started with. Acrylic paint. Now, to be fair, Posca pens are made of acrylic paint, but they're in kind of easy pen form, but we're going to be doing this by hand with a brush. Whoa, I am so old school here. But all joking aside, this just worked really well, and it actually didn't look too different from the Posca pen, so that was good. It just really blended into the whole picture. So I'm just doing the red border at the bottom again, and all the lines on top. I call them lines, but they're decks. Different decks on top. Anyway, this just took a lot of time, a lot of layers, just going over and over and straightening and re-straightening and all that. And the iceberg is finally starting to shape up. I'm doing a little bit of shading here. It definitely turned out a bit abstract, but I don't mind it too much. This is finished. I am so excited and proud. This took a long time. Sturdy cover, as you see. I also Mod Podged it. I didn't show this just because this video, like I said, was getting kind of long, but it's okay. It's nice and shiny now. Comment down below what you think of this. Just tell me. I really want to know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. What are you doing, Luke? Hey, talk to my fans.
Hey, 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 hey.
Have anything else to say besides hi?
Hey.